Hi, I'm Shannon Gunn Emery, one of the lawyers with Gunn Law Group. Now, if you were stopped for impaired driving, failing to provide a sample, or blowing over, you were likely given a notice of administrative penalty, also known as an NAP, also known as a NAP, also known as an immediate roadside sanction, also known as an IRS. And the confusion doesn't stop there. So, today, I'm here to give you Gunn Law Group's tips and tricks for how to deal with this situation. First, do not pay the fine. No, if you pay the fine, you will be canceling any hearing that was already set up for you, or it will preclude you from setting up a hearing. Don't sit on it. You only have 7 days to appeal. You can sometimes apply for an extension, but they're not always granted. The legislation says you have up to a year to apply, so you might think, well, if I'm only a day late, well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? This is not a system that makes sense. Keep that in mind. Speaking of not making sense, if you try to go onto the portal, you may find yourself banging your head against the wall. First of all, you have to input the A to O number by typing the A and typing the O at the beginning and the end. Second, if you get an error message that says nothing's been uploaded, check back with us in 48 hours, it may mean that the officer just is slow in getting the documents onto the portal, but it may also mean there's another problem. If you get an error message saying that the notice of administrative penalty is not found, that can be a couple of things. You might have inputted information incorrectly, so check whether you spelled your own name right. You probably did. Put in your own date of birth right. You probably did. A to O number, if you listen to this video, you probably did, and the time of offense. If you did all that and you're still getting that error message, it means the officer probably made a mistake. If he, she, or they inputted your name wrong, they spelled it incorrectly, they put in the wrong date, they put in the wrong time, and yes, they do these things, you won't get in. And you will have a very hard time trying to ensure that whatever mistake the officer made is corrected on their end. We can help you with that. So, a couple of things. When you go into the portal, if you finally do get in, don't panic. Don't look at it and think it looks hopeless. If I were to look at an x-ray, I would not be able to tell you whether you were healthy as a horse or dying, really, because I don't have the eyes of a doctor. You're not looking at that information the way a lawyer would. We're looking at the Provincial Administrative Penalties Act, Provincial Administrative Penalties Regulation, Traffic Safety Act, and SafeRoads Alberta regulation. And then we look at your case to see, do you have something? If you have been stopped for impaired driving, blowing over, or refusal, don't wait. Call us at 780-488-4460 or go to gunnlawgroup.ca, and within 24 hours of being retained, we will have your appeal started. Thanks.